Okay, guys, we are in beautiful Pebble Creek, and we are here looking at this corner lot, and I want you to take a look at it. We're going to give you a tour. So let's go ahead and walk in. So as we walk up, we are on the Eagle's Nest side. If you guys know anything about Pebble Creek, Eagle's Nest is the original side, and Tuscany is the newer side. So typically, you're going to have cheaper prices on the Eagle's Nest side. So we are walking in. All I see is tile, 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 tile. This model sometimes is blocked off. Sometimes there's a wall actually right here in this section, boxing in that kitchen area. But this one doesn't have it. They did a good job. They opened it up for this model. And when I'm looking at it, I see the refrigerators over there, and then they have a little pantry right over here. A little eat-in kitchen with the bay window bump out. If you ever see the little, I don't know what shape that is, but that's the bay window bump out. When you see that, we have shutters throughout. They've upgraded the cabinets here. I'm showing all new hardware also. And I'm going to show you guys the garage because that's what my client is looking at. They want to possibly put in a golf cart in their garage. Not sure if they can do it. So washer and dryer right behind the kitchen. We hear the little fan going. As we walk into the garage to see what we get, nothing to write home about. Looks like a standard garage, but they do have a little bit of built-ins, and I will say they have a little bit more space on the side than most garages. This is very interesting here, this ducting that they put in. I've never seen this in a house. We're looking at the pictures, we're trying to figure out what this was, but that metal ducting, when I'm looking at it, it runs all the way down out the little vent on the side of the garage that people use for gas, actually. Those little things, those little tubes up there and a little square down there. Typically what they do is they use those to ventilate the, what do you call it? The gas from the car so you don't die in your car. Remember those movies where they just lock themselves in the car, in the garage, and that's how they kill themselves? Like, they try not to let that happen by putting in vents. This looks like the AC refrigerant lines that would run to, I don't know where they would run actually, just outside the house. Like usually you don't see this wrapped encased in metal. Maybe they're very concerned about, having the refrigerant not drop any percentages. I'm not sure. That's not normal. That what you would see in a property. Looking on the side here, we have a little bit more space than normal. I know this doesn't look like a lot of space, but that space in between the garage door and the wall is double most garages. And if you look on this other side, you can see the difference. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you try to open your door, you're gonna have a little bit more space, and I think that's why they were able to put in those cabinets over there. So enough of the garage. Let's look at the rest of the house. Let's take a look at the backyard. So as I walk through here, we can see that it's open. That vault looks really good. A lot of times we'll see dual pane sill issues in those windows up there. We'll see the little plastic seal start to warp. I'm not seeing it in this house. We have shutters even on our sliding glass door. We have that Spanish tile that they've installed here in the back patio, and they did a little action on it, So technically, this house doesn't have complete walls because this spot right here is open. And you'll see this a lot in active adult communities, Pebble Creek, stuff like that. For whatever reason, they just didn't fill in this wall here. We got some pretty tall weeds there, showing that the property's been vacant for a while. So what may have happened is your neighbor may have put up a wall. What may have happened is that your other neighbor back here on the other side may have put up a wall. And whoever owned this house maybe didn't. But here's the interesting thing. Check this out over here. If this house, the owner, didn't put up a wall, why is there a gate here? And if so, why didn't they finish? I just have so many questions. And if there is a gate here, why not put the gate all the way up there and you get more backyard? Just a lot of questions that I have. So nothing's wrong with it, but just something to note because it cuts your backyard a little bit. There is a separate exit out this way to leave the master bedroom. We're going to take a look at that next, and that's through that door. And let's take a look. So this part of Pebble Creek, or this model, has a den right here. So instead of a third bedroom in Pebble Creek, a lot of times you'll see a den just like this. So this is the hallway, and I'm gonna go to the left. I really like the upgrade that they did in the shower. So I see this model a lot, and this is probably the best functional upgrade I have ever seen in this model. And if you've seen one of my other videos where I reviewed the very similar model to this, the bathroom door situation in Poopy Room, you can see this door here, right? But typically what happens is another door literally right here with the toilet in it. And they literally moved the toilet with, I don't know why the builder didn't do this, but this is literally the best upgrade I have ever seen for this model, because it is so tight in here. When it comes to this closet bathroom situation. Closet's still about the same size, but it feels so much bigger because it's open. They did an amazing job. So where that line is on the floor, where the tile meets the shower tile, is literally the slither of space you get before walking into the closet that has a door, and then literally the bathroom has another door. And they did an amazing job here with this bathroom. So let's look at the master. If you're in Pebble Creek, you know. Before we get there, something happened here. Some type of cutout, something was going on here. I'm not sure what it was, but this is something to be aware of as well. When you're buying a house, you gotta look for stuff like that. So master, it's pretty solid. Nothing crazy. It's just a rectangle, square. But it doesn't have a bay window bump out. But I do have the vault ceilings. It makes it feel really open, lots of light coming in. And we also have the back patio door to exit as well. I know that most people don't smoke anymore, but that's really good if you don't have a pool, for people who smoke cigars and things like that. And in these active adult communities, you'll be surprised. You'll see a lot of it. So we have our guest bedroom. So if anybody comes over to visit, or if there's a fight between the couples, this is the additional bedroom in the house, and it has its own walk-in closet. The last room that we'll take a look at is the guest bathroom. This is the room and that's like a little coat closet. I'll show you. Why not? We're doing a tour, right? Yeah, tour. And then this is the original bathroom of how it probably looked, and definitely not as cool as the other one. So I hope you like this tour, and I'll catch you on the next one.